I'm Lindsay.
I'm Jesus.
And this is Wildcat TV.
Now it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance.
And the moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Hey Wildcats, your student council t-shirts are on sale today for only $23. See room C316 or A103. Orders are due November 18th.
Want to meet a couple of fantasy and science fiction authors and pick their brains about their new books? On November 18th, the AdLib team and library staff are bringing Houston area authors Kevin Tumultson and Matthew Thrush to visit and talk about books and writing. Students are welcome to come talk with them during all lunches or sign up to be part of the open discussion during 6th and 7th periods. See Miss LaRoe in the library to find out more and sign up. Hey Wildcats, the Purple Pride is selling community discount cards for $10. Each card is good until August 2017 and gets you discounts at places like Sonic, Domino's, Wendy's, and McDonald's. If you're interested in purchasing a card, they'll be available at the playoff game Friday night, or you can see Miss Allen in room A123. Miss LaRoe is having a sale on clearing ID fines. 50% off all current ID fines. If you owe $1, pay just 50 cents. If you owe $10, pay just $5 to clear your account. This sale starts November 7th and ends on November 18th.
Okay, bye.
I like ag because I've learned more about the agriculture industry. FFA is that it teaches you new opportunities and you learn more people through it.
Because I like to show animals.
I joined ag because I've always grown up around the agricultural field, and my sister was an FFA, so that's what encouraged me to join and to be in this organization that I'm in today.
And now it's time for words of encouragement from our students and staff.
Good luck, guys. I know you're going to do fantastic, and no matter how you do, you're always number one in my book. Good luck.
All right, guys, go out there, dig deep, bring home a win, finish big, and let's have an awesome rest of the season.
My words of encouragement would be, do not let anyone else be your happiness. Do not people be that source of happiness while you need to be, and while you should withstand your own happiness, because people are very disappointing in this world, including your friends. Friends can be very disappointing sometimes, and then you'll give up on them, and then you'll feel alone. It's a everyday cycle. So be your own happiness.
Now it's time for Girls Corner.
Hey, good Friday morning, Angleton High School home of champions. What a beautiful day to be a Wildcat. Hey, we made it to the end of the week. It is Friday. Congratulations for making it to the end of the week. Tonight, we have a huge playoff game at Wildcat Stadium. Starts at 7:30. As I'm walking down the hallways, I'm fired up to see people wearing purple. Hey, Katie, that was just for you. I'm fired up. So I'm glad you're wearing purple. I want to see you at the game tonight, being loud, supporting the Wildcats. Everything is general admission, but we are going to ask that the students, you guys sit in the student section, same place you've been all year. That way we know where to look, and we know that we can focus the sound and energy right there, and you guys are going to cheer our Wildcats on. Hey, also they're playing some girls basketball, and our boys basketball freshman teams, they're out of town. Basketball's kicked off too, so right after we watch some football this week, next week, you can go ahead and watch some basketball. Come out and be loud for those folks as well. Hey, I was going to let you know that next week's schedule is a little crazy for you guys. Monday and Tuesday is a regular day, but Wednesday is an early release day. It's just for students, early release day, and then teachers on that Wednesday, you are expected to make phone calls to parents and guardians of our Wildcats that aren't being successful in your class. So if you have kiddos in your classroom that aren't being successful, that they're failing, you need to make sure that you do the parent contact that goes along with that. And then Friday, we're out. The week after that, guys, Thanksgiving week, we do not come to school, but you need to make sure that you check with your sponsor or coaches to see if you have practice, okay? We don't have school for that whole week, but you need to make sure that you don't have a practice or a rehearsal scheduled with that group of folks. Hey, just going to let you know that last couple of days as I walk around the parking lot after lunch, it's kind of trashy, and it's a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of the teachers. It's not a reflection of the staff. It's a direct reflection of the folks who go outside for lunch, and that's you. Hey, pick up your trash. It doesn't take that long to do it. There are plenty of trash cans in front of the doors as you come back in the building. And, you know, if it comes down to it, if you can't take care of the parking lot, leaving campus for lunch is a privilege, not a right. And so that is a privilege that that can be revoked. So please make sure that you are not ruining it for somebody else. All right, guys, I have the words of wisdom for you today. And the words of wisdom come from a piece of literature that I don't know a whole lot about. I've only read bits and pieces, but the quote kind of struck me. And this is the time of year where we're tired. And when I say we're tired, you're tired, the teachers are tired, the administrative staff's tired, and it's been a long haul to get to the Thanksgiving break. So what happens is all of the things that we used to let slide or the things that didn't bother you as much, they're starting to bother you now. They're starting to bother us now. So it's one of those things that we've kind of worn on each other's good graces, and we need to fix that a little bit. So here's the quote. The quote is from Patrick Rothfuss, and it's from his literature, The Wise Man's Fear, and the King Killer Chronicle #2. And the quote is, 3 things all wise men share, and they should fear: the sea in a storm, a night with no moon, and the anger of a gentle man. Now I want you to think about that for just a second. 3 things that all wise men fear: the sea in a storm, a night with no moon, and the anger of a gentle man. So what do you think they're trying to say about that? Well, we all know that being on the sea or in any body of water when there's a storm going on is pretty dangerous. We all know that if the moon's not out, it's hard to see, and who knows what's lurking in the darkness. But the last part is something that really strikes me. Fear the anger of a gentle man. Sometimes people mistake kindness for weakness. And I don't ever want you to get in a spot where you think, oh, Miss So-and-so is so kind and sweet to me, she would never hold me accountable for my actions. Mr. So-and-so is so kind and sweet, he would never hold me accountable for my actions. The administrative staff has worked so hard with restorative discipline, they would never hold us accountable for our actions. Well, that's where you're wrong. We are going to hold you accountable. And sometimes it takes us just a little bit longer because we're working with you a little bit more. But there comes a time when all good graces are gone. And when those good graces are gone, and you're the one who's worn those good graces out, you must be prepared to handle the consequences however they come. So I want you to think about that in your life. Always fear the anger of a gentle man. You know, Al Capone, who was a famous gangster, I guess you can't be a famous gangster, but he was a well-known gangster in the 20s and 30s in Chicago. He said it this way: never mistake my kindness for weakness. You see, we spend our lives teaching you to treat others the way you want to be treated, but there comes a time when all good graces are gone and whatever happens, happens. So folks, most good graces are gone. Whatever happens, happens. Now I know that for the most part, I'm only talking to 15 or 20 kiddos. And the rest of you guys are wonderful Wildcats. You do exactly what you're supposed to do. But I want you to think about those words of wisdom, because it's not just at Angleton High School. This happens in your home. This happens in your relationships. It happens at your job. It pretty much happens in the world. When all good graces are gone, you have to be prepared to handle the consequence. All right, it's the weekend. You know what's coming up. Not everybody's doing it. It's okay to say no. And don't let what sounds good for 15 minutes ruin the next 15 years. Take this opportunity to make yourselves in Angleton High School better, because we're all Wildcats. Have a great weekend, guys.
That's all for today.
See you next week.